Hi guys, and welcome to the Just My Opinion podcast. Over here on the Just My Opinion podcast, we talk about everything entertainment and lots more. So if you're interested in topics like that, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification button. Of course, the title of our podcast is Just My Opinion. It's just my opinion, it's just the ambassador's opinion. So share your opinion in the comment section below. We always like hearing from you guys. Let's get to it. Hi, Ambassador.
Hello, people. It's your boy Ambassador again doing his thing.
Today we are going to be reacting to an article talking about Burna Boy, who had some words or something to say about the recent state of the Afrobeats. So we have Ease Ode saying Afrobeat is meaningless, empty, and has no substance. Grammy winning Nigerian singer Burna Boy slams Afrobeat musicians at his recent interview in the US. Grammy winning Nigerian singer Burna Boy has stated in an interview that Afrobeat has no substance and most Nigerian artists lack experience. According to his statement in a recent interview, Burna Boy claims that 90% of Afrobeat artists sing emptily and lack the experience to make in-depth music. He then uses himself as an example of what he has tried to stress, saying he makes music on different topics, unlike other Afrobeat artists who sing about nothing. Afrobeat, as people call it, is mostly about nothing, literally nothing, he says. There is no substance to it, like nobody is talking about anything in it. It's just a great time. Moral lesson: he sold his culture cause of Grammy. Copied music based Africa. So it comes from music based Africa. So let's talk about this moral lesson. He sold his culture cause of Grammy. Is that the moral lesson of what you I just read, Ambassador? Do you think that's a moral lesson?
I don't even, maybe it's the English which is difficult for me. I don't understand that moral lesson. So, but I think a couple number of people were offended about what Burna Boy said. Like, first, who is he to, when not talk about engaged arts? But I think, yeah, Burna Boy he's not as engaged as I think he should be, but he's one of the most engaged, the top 10 African artists. Yeah. Also, I don't think he's. Some people felt like he should not have said that in the West. So if he was doing an interview or if he was talking in some press conference to African artists, it's different. When you go on an interview which the world is watching and you kind of down the African brand, then some people get offended. But I think for me, it's not even a problem. Rappers have said hip hop is dead, hip hop is dead, hip hop has still not died. It's evolving constantly. At times it's a spur, it's a push to the right direction. I get where people are coming from by being offended, but I don't think the whole soul Grammy, whatever, I don't know where that's coming from. But I think it's a valid point. I have been talking about this issue of lack of substance in Afro beats. And yeah, given that I think music is a window to a people, Africa has so many issues and so much growth to do, which our music should not be that empty. I can understand maybe the Europeans having empty tectonic music where it's just beats and they're jumping and shaking their head. I can understand that. Maybe they're already at the summit of their development. I don't know. But for a continent that has so many issues, our music cannot be that empty. I mean, Afrobeat was almost like 50-50 at one time, but the Amapiano direction just went. I mean, people can just be, what do they even say? You could just be repeating one word and then the beats are just jumping. And then, yeah, and that's Amapiano going there. So it became, I felt like Afrobeat was losing it more and more. I felt like it's a wake up call. It's just like, whoa, guys, we have so many issues to talk about. Our music should not be this empty. That being said, I don't think it's going to stop Afrobeat in any way. I don't think so. It's just going to push people to work harder, push us maybe in the right direction. But I also hope that Burna Boy who is speaking is also going to give us more engaged music. For me, I feel like people like Fouts have been given like the most engaged music in Africa. It's not like one of the biggest names when it comes to African music. So yeah, I think like even Wizkid in the beginning had some real Joe Alegba and the rest were kind of touching the African story. But the bigger they got, the further they moved away from it. Davido, I don't know for that guy. I mean, like when it comes to engage music, I'm trying to scan through my brain. I'm sure people in the comment section are going to point out one or two, maybe engage music that stuff. I'm not too sure I know engage music. But yeah, as we said, it's just my opinion, and I'm here to learn too. So yeah, but I think it's a valid point he's raising. People are more offended about where he said it, how he said it, but not really about what he said. That's my thought process.
Yeah, firstly, I've not known Burna Boy to be somebody who has like some media training, who talks in a politically correct way. I feel like he says what he feels like saying and just says it. And I feel that's the personality that I have known, that's who Burna Boy is. And yeah, I mean, if he was coming from somebody like, who I'd say, I don't know, maybe a Tiwa Savage or somebody,
MI.
or MI, who makes an effort to talk diplomatic or try to be politically correct, I'll be like, oh, okay, this is definitely something new. But coming from a Burna Boy, yeah, I feel like he just says it the way he sees it. And also, I think there is this balance that artists are trying to have. There's a balance of thinking of the finance and thinking of what people want to hear, and also trying to put in a message. Because I mean, when people go to clubs and they want to dance, it's not, those are the songs that go viral most of the time. Those are the songs that make the money. Those are the songs that they will invite them to shows because of. It's not the most meaningful songs. And unfortunately, we would hope the African youth is at the point where we want to hear more of insightful things, more of growth mindset things. But I don't think that's where a majority of the African youth is at right now. And because their audience is this African youth, and they have to sell to this African youth. So if you're making songs which will not be appreciated by your audience, then how do you make finance? How do you make money from this? And how do you keep doing this music if you're not making money from it? So I think it's that trying to find the balance. Like you said, Wizkid started with something more insightful, and gradually it watered down, because I think it has something to do with listening to what his audience wants to hear.
Yeah, the market.
Yeah, what the market wants to hear. So I mean, I will not really blame this artist that much, because at the end of the day, you have to make a living for yourself. You have to put bread on the table. So yeah, but yeah, I think Burna Boy has been one of those African artists who has found a blend. So he sings, he puts in the message, but then people can still dance to it. I remember I was watching this his last on YouTube, and then I was looking through the comment section, and somebody was like, only Burna Boy can release a heartbreak song that it sounds so good, and people are dancing to it, and people are feeling it. He goes for shows and presents it, like, and sometimes you, like, I remember listening to it 1, 2, 3 times, and it didn't really feel like a heartbreak song. So I mean, yeah, I feel like he has really found that nice blend. So hopefully other artists catch on as we go on. Let's talk about our sponsors, Echo.online.
Yep. As usual, your boy Ambassador here talk about the money. Echo Online is the site built by Africans for Africans, democratize the music playing field. That's put money in the African artist's pocket. How do you go about this? Just subscribe to Echo Online, build your profile, take the link of your profile, share it on your social media handles, get your fans to follow you on Echo Online. That's all your social media handles. The difference is on other social media platforms, they could just like, comment, follow, but it does not directly translate to money. Echo Online is built purposely for business transactions. So everything, the payment things are here and there's adapted to our local payment methods like mobile money. The funds could buy using mobile money. You could withdraw your money using your phone, mobile money. You could build everything you're building using your phone. As you see, the power is in your hand. So it's simple. Just get your followers or your fans to follow you, and then you start testing the market and engaging with them and getting them to buy your product. So as usual, I tell people, Echo Online is under construction. Lots of features are still coming. But those who jump early enough are going to enjoy like the fattest and the freshest fruits. Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of Just My Opinion podcast. Thumbs up, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye.